Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. This is episode 807, and I got lucky today. I went to a bank where I knew someone who haven't seen her in so long, and I found out she was in the hospital. Oh, she was sick, out sick for like 3 months, and I felt bad asking for penny. I didn't know, but she told me that's why she hasn't been around, and she left a message for one of the tellers to give me some pennies, and they gave me $15 in bank wrap penny. You know, I've been paying $80 in eBay auctions for $25 in bank. So I'm just saying, man, that was really cool. She looked out. She's someone I knew from my past business at the bank, and that was really, really, really super duper cool. Obviously, prayers out to her and her recovery. She's back at work, so that's obviously that's a plus, So I'm happy for her. And I probably wouldn't have, if I would have known she was out sick. I probably wouldn't have even asked her for the pennies. To be honest with you, I didn't find out till I had already asked her, and it came out in the end of the conversation. So I felt kind of bad, to be honest with you. But with that said, let me celebrate the nice things she did, and we got these pennies, and I got them for a penny a piece. You know what I'm saying? Which bank wrapped these pennies? Oh, I think it's Brinks. It's either Brinks or Wells Fargo. I seen them there, or is it Arma? I've seen them there before. So anyway, super super cool. Let's see what we got. So remember, so we're talking about 2026 now. That's a shiny. So we're starting off with shinies, which is great. So this is a good look into what banks are getting in 2026 still. Okay? And we're gonna talk about this. This is gonna be the discussion for the day. Let me see. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of shy. All right, we'll put it there. We'll see. So first of all, the whole thing about banks not getting coins anymore is BS, right? So that's number one, right? So let's just put that out there. Here's Copper Pay number one. Let's look at this sucker right here, man. What do we got? Nice. Oh, look how it's radiating out from the back of his head. Those could be polished lines. I mean, it has the corrosion, so that would kill, unless it was a major variety. That's going to kill the value. But all right, we got a nice one. We're on the board with a copper penny. So that whole thing about no pennies and they're not getting pennies, that's all BS. Okay, they're not giving out pennies because they're using it as an excuse. That's the bottom line. They're using it as an excuse not to give out coins, to keep people. Oh, we got a 92. Let's see if we got a close AM. That's all we needed, was a nice close AM, and that would have been, forget about it. I was talking about that in the previous video about lesser known varieties. If you didn't watch episode 806, check it out. I was talking about lesser known varieties. It's still a nice shiny Lincoln Memorial though, so I'll still keep it for that. What do you think? You think this is copper? I don't know. Is that a die clash? Oh, it's got a die clash. Is that the Batman? There's a Batman die clash where above Lincoln it looks like he has wings. Man, does that look like the Batman a little bit? I'm still trying to figure out. I don't think this is copper. I'm gonna go with zinc. Haha, 83. It was close. And no, it's not. It's not the copper 83. I mean, that would be a nice $8,000 fine, but it does have the die clash in it. It could be the Batman. I wonder if this is the Batman. I've never found the Batman before. I'll put it over here to the side. Nice shiny 2022. Oh, we're going to get a lot of shinies out of this one. So I told you what the other bank told me. The other bank told me don't come back. What she said specifically was, uh, just so you know, I can't give you any more pennies anymore. After she gave me that last, and she had a box, right? So they got boxes and boxes of pennies in the back, because now that they're not giving them out, they got surpluses, right? What do they think about how many pennies is a teller using in a day? Okay, on their little tray in front of them, they have about 50, 60 pennies, right? For them to give out pennies, that means someone came in to cash a check. How many people are cashing check? I mean, think about it. In a day with 2 or 3 tellers, 40. I mean, out here in Pennsylvania, this ain't like New York, man. You know, where they might be like, oh, we got another copper penny here, 1970, where maybe they're out here. You know what the lady said? She said, oh my God, we're so busy here from Monday. You know, I was the only person in the bank. When she said that, yeah, a couple people came out behind me because of the whole transaction and me waiting for pennies. There were like 3 people who came in after she said that. But at the moment she said that, she had like someone in front of her that she was talking to who was a customer, but they were like BSing. Oh my God, Mondays were so busy. And I was already in there for about 5 minutes and nobody was there. I was like, what is she talking? I was like, is she out of her mind? She's saying this is so busy. You understand? So I'm just saying, man, if they cash 20, 30 checks at these little sleepy towns out here in PA, first of all, half the people, 90% of people out here don't even got jobs. Let's just be honest. Ain't no friggin' checks they're cashing. You know what I'm saying? So what are they using the pennies for? People are making deposits. You don't need pennies for that. What are they using their pennies for? People come in and bring them pennies because they're broke asses out here. That they're bringing them pennies for because they're broke. Okay. And if I probably put something on Craigslist like, hey, if you got pennies, the only thing is I don't trust them out here. I don't trust them anywhere. It doesn't matter. Out here, anywhere. It doesn't matter where they're at. I don't trust them. Here goes copper penny. Yo, this is a tremendous, tremendous penny roll. Copper penny number 5, man. And look at, it's got the double bag marks. Well, I know the one on it's got to be both bag. Those are 2 bag marks right next to each other. So cool looking. So what are they doing with their pennies? People are bringing them in pennies all the time. They're storing them in the back, like if it's their personal stash. It's not their personal stash. Those pennies are for customers, but they're using this whole they're not making pennies anymore as an excuse. No white AM. That's why I keep looking at the back. No white AM. Just so you know. I'm looking at that. That's pretty crazy. What is that? Anyway, so I don't really care to be on anymore. You know what I mean? I just bought like a few more on eBay of the for like $80. I bought 5. I spent more than I should. I spent $400. I bought 5 more. I was like, you know what? For this price, I'll get them. That's a nice shiny Lincoln Memorial. You know, so I bought them. I bought them for the heck of it. You know, I had some extra scratch. I bought them. But so this roll is from. Yeah, it's a little too even though it's shiny, it's a little too circulated. I won't put the real heavy circulated ones in with the shinies. Look at this, man. Copper penny number 6. This is so dope. That's an interesting strike. That's a very interesting strike. Okay. That's number 6. So I went there. I had to run some errands this morning. And I called the bank because I was going to be in that area where that lady works that I knew from my previous business. Campaign number 7, man. Super dope. Super dope. And she told me the whole situation, and she said, okay, I'll let them know that you're coming and to give you pennies. I said, okay, thank you. No, 1999. Remember, the 99 is the one that's worth the most money of the wide AM. We just learned. We talked about that in one of the previous episodes. Also, if you're not watching the videos, you're not learning anything. So I don't know what to tell you. If you're not watching all the videos, then you're not going to learn nothing. Keep watching Rob Finds Treasures and all the other ones, and you learn nothing. If you want to learn about stuff, you'll watch this channel. Also, I love Rob Finds Treasures. It's entertaining, but you won't learn nothing from it. You learn how to buy his penny mats, and and actually you learn bad habits from him. But you know, he has his own thing going on. Anyway, so and then she told the one of the tellers to have, oh, here goes a 95. 95, we're looking for that big double die. I'm gonna find it one day. I'm telling you, I can feel it. One day I'm gonna find the 95 double die. It's $100 once you find it, depending on how severe the doubling is. Which I never really got into it. The severity of the doubling on the 1995, because I've seen some are stronger than others. And does that mean that there's multiple dies with it, or does that mean it's an earlier one as opposed to a later? You know, because the more worn out the die comes, the weaker the image will look. So I never got too deep into that whole thing. Like if it's just one die, or if it's multiple dies that made double dies for the 1995. I know it's the Philadelphia. Oh, we got a 2023. Got an extra V there? Nope. This one's pretty heavily circulated. I won't hold on to it. Just a copper penny? It might be copper. 82. Yeah. See, I won't even put this in my 82s. It's too destroyed. But I will put it in with the dirty copper, right? So we had this dirty copper here, right? Now we got two. And that'll go into, I have a dirty copper wrappers that I keep the dirty copper in, right? So that they stay separated. And that's copper penny number 8. Hopefully we find two more, and that's 10, and we're good to go. And we're done. And we got our 10, 98. It can also be a wide AM. You see how they're not touching on the bottom because they're worn? A lot of people are putting pennies like this up on eBay and saying, oh, it's a wide AM. It's not a wide AM. You have to be careful with that. I spoke about that in the other video also. Pretty cool looking, right? The lines. Here goes another copper penny. 68. That's a beauty. And that's number 9. That's number 9. Mm-hmm. Look at that, right? It looks like it has the, I think that's just from the dirt that it has the image. Let me look at that under the look. Let me make sure. I think that's just from the, when the back of a penny of another penny presses against the dirt and it'll make it look like it's a double die. I'm not positive. Obviously, this would be a severe. What I'll do is let's put a little hand alcohol. See if it comes out. It's probably going to come out. It's probably going to come out. It has to come out. There's no way that on that severely dirty penny that's you see that there, right? There's no way that's there's no way. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put this on it, and we're gonna let it really, really absorb into it while I continue doing the. There's no way. Yeah, that it's gonna disappear soon, right? That's the image of the reverse of another penny on the gook, but we're gonna make sure of that, and we're gonna see like this penny went into the gook, and it left the reverse on the of the image on the gook. That's copper penny number 10 right there. This one here is if that's copper, that's 11. But I think we have one more, at least one more. So we're gonna get our 10 copper penny videos, which is it's one of the very minor goals of this channel that I try to. Yeah, that's a nice one. That I try to accomplish. That I hope for. Oh yeah, we're gonna have plenty. That's cop penny number 11 or 12. I'm already losing track. That's great, man. Look at all this copper. You can see it eating it up, right? You see it eating up the gook. I use it to clean my hands at the end. Oh, we even got a Canadian. 92. No close AM. I'll leave the Canadian for second to last. 2020. That's pretty nice. That's a nice shiny right there. We got a bunch of shiny. Look at all these shinies. We got like 13 copper pennies. Look at all those nice shinies. And look at this, a Canadian. An 83. I'm going to take a picture of that. All right, let's see what we got here. Now, if I'm correct, it should all come out. I will literally start using my finger. Oh, okay, I'll do it through here. There's no way that's yeah, see, it came off. I told you, came off. I'm using my thumbnail through the thing. That's just to show you I know what I'm talking about. That's all. It came off. What year is it? 98. Imagine this is, yeah. So it's garbage. I'll throw it out. All right. But we achieved our goal and we got the nice Canadian. What's this penny doing over here? A little straggler. What's this doing over here? Ah, that's the Batman. Okay, very good. Very nice penny roll hunt. I hope you enjoyed the video. God bless. Don't forget, Jesus loves you. And I'll see you in the next one.